Why should we worry so much about increasing land and ocean temperature? Just put on AC and relax. But plants and rivers cannot put on AC to cool off, so they all may dry up. So you might not get food and water to drink. Oh, we have ocean. I can have seafood. But even ocean is heating up, killing fishes. So sorry, no seafood too. So putting on AC is not helping, but putting it off can help. But is that enough?
As part of my campaign to publish 9 environmental indicators on stock exchange, today I will talk about land and ocean temperature change indicator. When we talk about land temperature change, we look at average temperature of the day in the state as compared to temperature at pre-industrial level, that is 1850 to 1900. Let me share this temperature change in USA. In this graph, you can clearly see that average temperature is going up. In 1901, mean temperature was 8.58 degrees centigrade, but in 2020, it has touched 10.05 degrees centigrade. In 2016, it touched high at 10.68 degrees centigrade. Even if we look temperature change in last 10 years, it has increased from 9.35 degrees centigrade to 10.05 degrees centigrade.
Let's see how USA has fared in reducing carbon emissions.
So this graph shows emissions staying within range since last 10 years. Let's look at another country, that is China. You can see similar patterns even here. In 2010, mean temperature was 7.4 degrees centigrade, but in 2020, it reached 7.76 degrees centigrade. And when we look at carbon emissions graph, we see increasing trend. Even ocean temperature too is not giving good sign. In 2010, ocean temperature increased by 0.56 centigrade, whereas in 2020, it increased by 0.75 degrees centigrade.
So irrespective of the country you are at, the land and ocean temperature is increasing across the globe. So that means the work is not enough. Emission cuts are not enough. But why?
Carbon markets allow companies and countries with high cost of reducing emissions to neutralize it via buying offsets at low cost. This low cost offset to neutralize emission can be bought from another company within the country or outside the country.
Often high emitter countries buy carbon offsets from countries where cost of offset is low.
This way of neutralizing carbon emissions is allowed to give time to companies. Why? So that they can identify other cost-effective ways to reduce emissions within their country first.
But are they really working to reduce their own emissions?
Unfortunately, indicators are saying no. Every country has different weather, flora and fauna patterns.
Hence, every country needs to decarbonize locally first within itself.
These localized temperature indicators would guide them whether they are doing enough to reduce their own emissions, whether their actions are bringing balance between economy and environment for their own people. Publishing these indicators on stock market can also promote innovations by attracting talent to clean tech or carbon market space.
By localizing the strategies towards carbon neutrality along with using environmental indicators, efforts from across the countries would snowball into massive action. In my next video, I will share why we need to publish precipitation change indicator on stock market. So stay tuned.